So, what are you nerding out about?
Mm.
Or as my 6-year-old said, what are you nerding about? Um, for me, this past week I watched the K-pop Demon Slayer or
Ah,
Demon
Okay.
Hunters, I think is what it is.
yeah.
And I keep hearing all kinds of buzz about it,
Yes.
and my 10-year-old, one of his friends was like, "Hey, you should watch it," and I started watching it with him, my 10-year-old, and then we had to run and do something else, and so he finished it on his own, and I finished it separate as well. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, yes, these are some pretty catchy tunes, but the underlying message, I'm like, this is Frozen, is what the whole time it's reminding
Okay.
the underlying message is almost the same as Frozen to me. And
Okay.
I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, no, this is throw in the pop icon aspect, the pop group, and throw in demons, but the core messaging is the same. It's all about coming to accept you for you,
Accepting your who you are, your abilities.
yeah,
things like
and
that.
letting your own identity be empowering to your own life.
Okay.
That it's all about coming to grips with there's no shame in being who you are type of messaging. But yeah, no, my 10-year-old, after I finished, he's like, "Oh, dad, my favorite is the cat." I'm like,
Oh, the tiger.
yeah. I'm like, okay, you like the derpy cat? That's all right. He's cute. So, but yeah, no, it's fun. I honestly don't see myself watching it a ton. I mean, it's meant for kids, and because of that, it's very, in my mind, from a critical standpoint. So let me preface, I enjoyed it. I liked it. The songs were good and everything, but from a critical standpoint, the story in and of itself was rudimentary and kind of lacking. It was pretty derivative. But it was
I have heard the animation was pretty good for it.
Yeah,
because they said it's the studio that did Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Okay. The animation kind of reminded me of Turning Red.
Okay.
The one with that.
Yes.
But yeah,
I know
it almost.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, no. The animation.
I enjoyed that one.
Almost kind of looked like it was leaning into like claymation type of animation. But it was good. It was fun. It was a fun ride, and it was enjoyable. And being a kids movie, it doesn't have to have the most in-depth, compelling story. But maybe they'll flesh out the world a lot more, because they have announced that they're going to work on a number 2.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
See if they go more adult themes, maybe. That's always the hope.
Yeah.
Add a little bit more adult themage instead of just kidifying it too much.
Because that's always the beauty of Pixar movies. They have those adult themes that go over the kids' heads, but we're like,
yeah. They kind of they dipped a little bit into some more heavier topics, but only a tiny scratch the surface. They could really, the core of a good story is there, and the world in and of itself is interesting.
Yeah, the world setting is good. The core, everything.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I'm one of those people that really likes. So Charles makes fun of me because I really like Brandon Sanderson's storytelling, but he has very defined rules and reasoning for all of his storytelling. And this did not. It was more of a
really free form.
It works like this just because type of thing. And they don't really explain a lot of the why things are the way they are. So
it just kind of throws you in the world, doesn't tell you like, here's how the powers are, here's what this is, and here's what these are.
Yeah, and so when it doesn't dive in, it has to keep everything surface level, because to be honest, the writers probably haven't thought deeply enough to come.
Or it's aspect that they had it and the studio was like, we're cutting that.
Let's cut that. We don't need that.
like that's too much for a kid. We don't need all of that, and it's just gonna.
We're just gonna jump to right here.
So, but yeah,
that'd be interesting to see if they take some of those aspects that they cut out of the first one. If they do have that, if they could reuse some of that, that'd be really fun.
Because I've seen some things on online that was like, hey, this scene was cut out, this was cut out.
Okay,
this, connects that. So it's like it's really showing like how much of that additional storytelling that was taken out of the the studios just like, nope, we're just gonna skip that and we're gonna go right here.
Yeah. Well, and from an animation standpoint, if they cut it at the storyboard level, it makes more sense to leave it cut, because it costs a lot to animate and it's very time consuming. But then there's stuff like the Lord of the Rings. Most people that I know, that whenever they rewatch it, it's always the extended version, because they love it and they don't care that it's 4 hours long, because they love it. They don't want to leave those scenes on the cutting room floor. And I understand why stuff gets cut for time, for theater length and things like that.
For movies, I understand, but for TV series, for animated series, stuff like that, I'm always confused at like
why they cut it like that.
Why? And if it's already like recorded, the audio's already done, it's like you already paid them for the work.
Yeah.
You can stretch out an extra episode or two.
Yeah.
Well, and I wonder, because it might boil down to contracts. Like, we're contracted for this specific number of episodes, so we have to trim it down to this number of episodes. So there might be some legal reasons for all of that.
Some of the behind the scenes we're not privy to.
But Dana, what are you nerding out about?
Oh my gosh. I have recently so my dear friends who are K-pop, K-drama, they've been trying to recruit me into that, and they have failed miserably for years. But because of that, it has changed the algorithm of my TikTok, my Instagram, and I know y'all watching this, so y'all know who I'm talking to. So TikTok and all of them will give me, and of course they'll send me some of these little drama shorts that now they have these Asian drama shorts that the episodes are typically no more than 5 minutes long. And so you can, if you binge, you can finish a whole series within like a day, a couple hours and all. So I was just like, because there's a lot of series they want me to watch on. I don't have time with all the stuff I have on my plate. I'm behind on so much anime because I'm like, I was like, when I have a break, I'll watch it. But it's kind of like, so one of them has sent me this one drama short, and it was like, and I was like, oh, okay. And then, of course, algorithm doing what it does best. It was like, hey, you were interested in this? Check out this on TikTok. Here's another little clip for you to watch. And I was just like, why are they showing this to me? I was just like, all right. And so, I'm like, let this, little clip play. And, I end up watching it, and I was just like, all right, let me go find this.
What happens next?
Exactly. And I'm trying to remember the exact name, but it's the something Miss Lucky. And it had me cracking up so hard. I'm like, tears are coming out my eye, because it's just like, it takes the storytelling to a whole different level, because it's like, it's these shorts, so they're not doing the fluff, they're going like straight throttle, and it's basically the story of like this deity, and the other gods have this family that they've been protecting for centuries, and something's going on, and she's just trying to chill. She's enjoying her books, enjoying her food. This ain't my problem. And they're like, hey, we need your help because we got to help this family. And she's like, once again, this is not my problem. That is yours. You made that promise centuries ago. And then he had to, trying to kick her to go to Earth, but he kicked her so hard she lands into the body of the sister-in-law. and this is a sister-in-law that is being bullied and mistreated, and of course there's the family friend's daughter who is mad she's married to the main guy, so she's causing trouble, constantly getting her in trouble. Well, now she's got this deity in the body, and they're pursuing, and she's just like, oh, y'all have the wrong person right now. And one of them was like, they were trying to lock her up, and they were like, we're going to lock you in here till you learn your lesson. Well, she's a deity, she's got powers, so she removed the whole door frame and walked out the door with it, and they're just like, what's happening? And I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. So I end up like watching that whole thing. So now because of that, I've been like constantly, they're like, ooh, yes, here. And of course, TikTok and everything else is like, ooh, since you watch that.
Yeah.
And
here's this.
I've been watching those because I'm like, okay, I can finish a whole series in an hour. That I can do that versus every episode is an hour, and then I have to do go through every week for an episode to release. And I'm like, no, I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
Knock this out in one fell swoop. So I've been into these, Asian dramas, Chinese dramas, they're Korean dramas. They have different countries in Asia that have them. And then, which is funny now, I guess the U.S. has caught on, so they'll get American actors to redo the stories, and I'll come across. I'm like, I've seen this, and y'all are not giving the same energy as that little lady in China doing that. No, the kid's not even crying like that child was in that series. This kid is just like, no, mom, and I'm like, no, U.S. got to do better.
Maybe they'll get there, like they've been doing with anime dubs. Anime dubs used to be a joke.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
yes.
They've really stepped up their game, and some of them are pretty dang good.
Yes. Like the Studio Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli's been good though for decades.
Yes.
They've always been
I don't know how their recruiting methods are, but they're spot on for the US actors to do the dubs.
Yeah. Like a Studio Ghibli, I'll always watch dubbed just because I'm like, it's so good voice acting.
And they get some serious A-list actors for Studio Ghibli. So.
And the fact that they all say, as soon as they hear Studio Ghibli come, they're like, yes, we'll drop whatever.
Yep.
Even Robert Pattinson.
They've gotten William Dafoe. They've got
Liam Neeson.
Neeson.
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
Yes, Christian Bale. My gosh, yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, the list goes on. It's just like, all of them know. They're like, dude, Ghibli is just a Disney.
Yeah, just Ponyo.
You want me to play what character? Yes, I'll play the witch. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling me. I'll do this for free.
maybe the Asian dramas will get a similar treatment.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Yes. So that's what's got me right now.
Yeah. What really needs to get that treatment is some of the live action anime they keep tossing out.
Yeah.
So many of those are just not good.
I just think like anime is an anime, and then like there's types of materials that you can translate to different mediums. Some anime I can see, but like some of the ones that they've been doing, Fullmetal Alchemist, Bleach, things like that.
Yep.
I don't think can like transfer over to live action all that well. Death Note.
Yeah. Whereas I think the best one that I've seen animated live action is Erased. I don't know. It's lesser known.
I think I know the anime. I think I've seen clips of the anime.
Yeah, that one. That'll have you on your seat.
Yeah. Well, and it's a heavy topic too. Like I told my wife that I wanted to watch it with her, but I also gave her a heads up that it is about a child serial killer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so she appreciated the warning because she wanted to be in the right headspace.
Yes.
Watch that. That's not something that you just put on willy nilly and go for it.
And hope for the best. especially not introducing someone for the first time to anime. It's like, I don't like this.
I once had a friend that said he loved anime, and before I grew up on like Toonami on like Adult Swim cartoon nights, and I saw Dead Man Wonderland on there. I liked it. Tried to show my friend it. Like within the first few minutes, he shut the laptop closed because of that opening scene in there. So I'm just like, okay, fair, but it's also what? Okay.
Yeah, it's a running theme in a lot of anime, getting that episode 1 shock factor out of the way to get people. I mean, one of the most notorious ones for that is Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
My brother, he's watched Goblin Slayer, rewatched it several times, but he's like every rewatch he just skips episode 1 because he's like I don't want to deal with
you don't want to you don't need to see that.
Yeah.